Hi guys, this is Sophia here, and I just really wanted to quickly hop on instead of doing some formal intro. I am going to be trying Chloe Ting's ab workout until I get flat abs. So I know usually a lot of people do her ab workout for 2 weeks and then they show like a before and after, but I'm really curious how long it'll take for someone like me who has a stomach. I don't think 2 weeks will be enough. So I'm really thinking this is going to be a 1 month challenge. Obviously, I will put the exact date on the title so you will know, but I won't. So here it goes. I'm honestly a little bit scared, but it seems like this ab workout does work if you really manage to do it every day. So hopefully I won't give up. Hey guys, so it's been about a week since I've started the ab workout, and I thought I would share my thoughts and kind of show you where I'm at right now. It really doesn't look like much. It looks like nothing has changed, but if I stand straight, you can notice that there are some, I don't want to say line because it's obviously not a line yet, but you can see this is kind of thinning down a little bit. My waist has gotten a little thinner right here, and I think it's because of some of the heel taps and Russian twists, whatever they're called. What else I've noticed is that this is getting stronger and less, I don't know, squishy. I can feel muscle developing back here, and when I'm grabbing it, it really doesn't feel as much as it did before. So overall, super positive. I think, oh, actually that's a better view. You can see it kind of developing, and even from the back, from the side, it's more prominent. And then if I'm stretching, you can really tell the bone right here is starting to show, which in the past it didn't. So anyways, that's the ab situation. And then I kind of really wanted to quickly touch on the actual workout. I have a belly there. It's not like other people are doing it with a little bit of fat. I have quite a bit, and again, it's what it is. I like food, so I do think that this workout is not going to get me the abs she shows or what other people showcase on the YouTube videos in 2 weeks. I don't think that's feasible. I think it will probably take a solid month. And to be honest, if I wasn't filming this video for you, I probably would have given up on day 5. So literally my current situation is anytime I'm waking up and I'm feeling super unmotivated and I don't want to do it, I just take out my camera and start filming, and then I immediately just do it, which is honestly not a bad system. And then the other thing is, I think for me, I am making updates to her workout. I'm not doing it workout for workout. So a good example is, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll leave it in the screen. I can't do that because I have super weak arms, which by the way, a byproduct of this ab workout is I can feel my arms getting stronger and developing more muscles. So anyways, that's a side note. But yeah, because my arms are pretty weak, there are some workouts that I just can't do. So instead I substitute it for a plank basically. So in the case of that particular workout, it comes up twice in the workout. So that means that I'm doing a total of 3 30-second planks throughout the workout. So maybe my process will be slower because of that, but it's what works for me. And then the other thing is food. I haven't watched anyone else's videos, so I'm not going to say for sure, but I'm still eating the way I was eating. This past weekend, I had pizza and I had pad thai. I'm not stopping myself from eating carbs. So I think that's also why my progress is a little slower. And to be honest, I think that's more realistic, because if you're doing this workout, you don't want to just be eating salad all the time. It's not good for your body. So anyways, yeah, that's another thing is obviously, if you're eating super, super healthy, every single day while you're doing this workout, maybe your abs will develop a lot quicker, but I'm not limiting myself like that because again, I like food. And then one more thing about the workout itself is, towards the middle, I start feeling I can't breathe. The muscle in my abs is losing oxygen, which I think just means I'm working the abs. So that's another thing that I don't know if any other video has shared. Again, I haven't watched any other Chloe Ting challenge videos, but that is something I've noticed. That is my update. So it's been about 2 weeks. My camera's running about out of battery. It really doesn't look like too much has changed, but my waist has definitely thinned out. Like, this is definitely becoming more prominent of a curve. And then, like, in terms of my belly, it looks like nothing's changed, but if, like, it feels like less fat and way more muscle if you're just, like, poking it. Like, you can see the resistance there, and even when I'm going like this, like, it feels extremely taut. So I definitely see progress. And then on the side, you know, this is still just as prominent, if not more. But for the most part, I'm definitely feeling progress. And I've definitely noticed it's easier for me to get up now from like the couch or from the floor because my abs are getting stronger. So that's good. It's been 2 weeks since I've been doing the exercises every day, but the last 2 to 3 days is when I've realized that I've been able to do the complete exercise without stopping or feeling that pain that I was mentioning in the first week check-in. I still feel a little bit of pain, especially when we get towards the end in the bicycle crunches, but for the most part, the pain has subsided into more of a dull ache or more of a sweat. So I think overall there's, again, definitely been progress, and I think you can tell when I'm like poking my stomach, but I did want to mention that because I think that's very significant and important. I'm also going to link my TikTok progress video for my abs in the description box so you can check it out. That will definitely show you more of a difference than, you know, this particular video. I will say that my arms are also getting stronger. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but you know, there's a light bulge over there. Again, all good things, but I did want to mention those. I just finished my 3rd week of exercises, so I thought I would do a check-in. I will preface this check-in by saying that I don't think on the camera it would look like anything has changed, and I can definitely explain why, but I will talk about the changes I do see. So anyways, here's a check-in. Here's my stomach. I will say I do notice this becoming more and more prominent. I think in a previous check-in, it was kind of a light shadow, and now the shadow is definitely getting darker. And then if I turn around, I literally can't tell if you can see because my body's at a really weird angle, but there's definitely still a stomach. Like, my stomach is by no means flat. The reason why I think, you know, I haven't gotten those abs yet is because, first of all, again, I'm not dieting. I'm not limiting myself in terms of what I'm eating. And I'm still doing takeout 1 to 2 times a week. So again, I'm not limiting myself. I think I said this in the last check-in is that I like, you know, it definitely feels like there's muscle building behind there. And I feel like, you know, there's not a lot of necessarily fat left. I think the fat right here is just waiting to be burnt off, and then once that is burnt off, I'll probably see the muscles. So like here is probably a better way to just show, like, there's not that much fat up here, but there is definitely still a lot in the lower belly, which is to be expected. Usually the lower belly fat is the hardest to get rid of, at least based on what I've read, so I'm not that surprised. So the changes I do see, other than, you know, a more prominent, what is this, oblique? I think that's what it is my arms are feeling so strong. I don't think my arms have ever felt this muscly, and I honestly don't even know how I can show you. Maybe like I can show you like this. Okay, that looks like nothing, but you can kind of see it. It's really hard to explain, but when I lift, like, even my shoulders is getting more defined and more, like, you know, wide, which sounds really weird, but I do notice that. Like, sometimes I catch myself just like touching my arm, and my boyfriend is like, why are you flexing? You don't have to flex. But like, I do feel my arm getting stronger. Because my arms are getting stronger, it actually means I'm able to do the full exercise. So, or full exercise quotation marks, because I'm not really doing the full exercise. I think I mentioned in a previous check-in that I was substituting the like hand, I'll figure out the name and write on the screen, but I was substituting that with a regular plank. For the first 2 weeks as I was doing those planks, my arms had gotten so strong that this week, so the 3rd week, I started doing one of those like arm raising exercises. So next week, so starting from tomorrow, for week 4, I'll probably be doing both because again, my arm has gotten so strong that I can actually do the full exercise now, which also means that, you know, this ab challenge is technically for 2 weeks. Obviously, it's taking me a lot longer to get there, but because I haven't been doing the full exercise, even though I said that this would be a 1-month challenge, I'm actually going to extend it by a week because, you know, from tomorrow I'll be doing the full exercise. So, you know, if I'm able to get those abs in 2 weeks with the full exercise, then that I feel like tells you a little bit more than if I was just to stop at the 1-month mark. So hopefully everything will work out. Sometimes I'm still feeling super motivated. Most of the times I'm waking up in the morning and I'm like, I just want to get out of the way. The fact that I'm seeing progress does motivate me to do it every morning. But again, I think if I wasn't filming this video, I probably would have given up a lot sooner, not gonna lie. So anyways, that is my check-in. Hey guys, so this is my week 4 check-in. So here are my abs. Again, it really looks like nothing has changed. The shadow is definitely still going strong here, and I think you can see based on this lighting that it's definitely, you know, my side abs is definitely developing. In terms of like right here, it's still very similar. Like there's still definitely muscle, but it's not like it's all muscle. So, you know, if I squeeze, there's definitely still some fat, especially in the lower abs. So to be honest, I have been doing this workout, the full workout for the full week, but I have not necessarily, again, been starving myself. So to be honest, I don't know what another week will do for the abs. I'm still gonna do it because I did say I was going to, but I am not super optimistic in terms of, you know, whether or not I'll just out of nowhere get abs just from doing it for 1 more week. So I'm still going to take you along the process, and I'm going to do a week 5 check-in next week. But for now, like, this is what it looks like. And then, you know, I did want to reiterate again that like my arms are getting really, really strong to the point where whenever I'm doing up and down planks now, it's getting a little easier. I won't say it's super easy yet, but it is getting easier. So I do feel the strength coming to my shoulders and my triceps and stuff. But, you know, again, it's not like, you know, my arms are super, super strong and like crazy muscles or anything. So this is my week 4 check-in. Okay, week 4 check-in. I actually changed into a bikini top because I thought it would be way easier for me to show you guys with a bikini since my sports bra is usually pretty high-waisted and you can't really see the top. So here is my week 4 results. I'm trying really hard not to suck things in as I breathe, but this is basically it. So honestly, I think the extra week really just affected like my waist more than my actual abs as well as my arms. So I'm going to touch on that real quick. So obviously you can tell the like lower abs and like, you know, even up here, that this fat is still very much present. It's not like out of nowhere it disappeared. And then obviously, you know, you can still see those shadows, and if I turn this way, like you can see it even better. So all of that is there, and again, like the waist is really just more pronounced than it was in the past. And again, my arms. So usually my arm fat is like really bulking out over there, but right now it actually looks pretty much slimmed down. And I do notice that like if I lift my arm up, this bulge on my shoulder never used to be there. So I think doing that extra week, like you can even tell right here, doing that extra week really just affected my arms, I think, more than my actual abs. So that is going to be my update on this check-in. So I'm going to really quickly review the workout, the results I felt throughout the 5 weeks of this challenge, as well as any last minute things that I think you guys should be aware of. So the first thing is the workout review. As someone who in the past never liked ab workouts, never actively sought out any ab workouts, I was a little bit behind, I think, compared to maybe like other people who've tried this workout, because, you know, my stomach had no muscle. It was really just all fat. That's, I think, why this challenge ended up being 5 weeks for me, because the first 3 weeks was literally my body getting strong enough for me to even do the entire workout verbatim. So that being said, you know, if you are someone who is very similar like me, where you just never really did any ab workouts, it might definitely take time for you to even feel strong enough to actually do the workout, let alone see results. Obviously, throughout my check-ins, you could hear me explain like, oh, like I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that, I'm seeing this. I'm not saying that, you know, the trial period is not going to showcase any results. That's not true. There are definitely results that progress the more you do this workout and the more consistent you are with it. But again, it did take 3 weeks for me to actually be able to do the full ab workout. That being said, the workout itself, I actually think is pretty easy, and that's really the reason why I decided to do this ab workout. I do appreciate how her exercises kind of alternate. So 2 exercises are a little bit more high intensity, and then the next 2 are usually a little bit more low intensity, and you're usually lying down or sitting down, so your arms can take a break and you can kind of regulate your breathing a little bit more, so that's great. It doesn't get till the end, when you start doing the bicycles and the hill taps, that you actually start feeling the pain in your abs. And even towards the end of, you know, even when I was doing the workout today, I still felt that pain after doing the bicycle workouts. To me, that's good, right? It just means that the exercise is still hard enough where I'm still getting that, you know, kick in my abs. But I do notice that, you know, I'm not feeling it as much anymore. And I think part of it is because my abs have gotten strong enough where that ab exercise is no longer like sufficient enough for it to have any effect on my body. So that being said, and that review of the workout aside, I do want to share some of my thoughts on the, you know, last 5 weeks. The first thing is my arms are ridiculously strong right now. They're the strongest, a little bit dry. They're the strongest it's ever been. Same with my shoulders. I definitely think that that's something that a lot of people neglect to think about when it comes to ab exercises, is that a lot of exercises require you to hold up your body weight using your arm strength. And again, that's part of the reason why it took me 3 weeks to adjust my body to the point where I could do the entire workout, because again, my arms were super weak. I hate doing arm workouts, so you know, that was part of the adjustment as well. So again, like, arms are super strong. I've developed so much muscle. My triceps is also getting developed, so you know, even though I'm like doing a little bit of wiggly, I'm feeling some resistance, which again means that I'm developing the muscle. Now, in terms of the abs, these 5 weeks, I think the most noticeable differences is my waist has definitely shrunk. And I think part of it is the heel taps and the hip dips, because those are actually hard, even though they look really easy. And as well as like my obliques, I think that's what this is called. If it's not, I'll leave the actual phrase of what this is on screen, rather than like my actual abs. That is not to say that my actual abs haven't gotten stronger. They have. Like, even though when I'm pressing on it, like I still feel fat, I also feel resistance and I feel muscle behind the fat. But I do think, again, it will take time for all of that muscle to really disappear. And it's not something that like just doing this ab workout for 2 weeks is going to make it disappear all of a sudden. Again, because I had 0 ab workout background in the past, so I wasn't really expecting like shocking results or anything. But I think the results that I do see are good enough for me to definitely recommend this workout to you guys. The last thing I'm going to share in terms of the last 5 weeks is diet. I think that is something that not a lot of people think about when it comes to these, you know, shocking result ab workouts or workouts in general on YouTube, is that what you're eating affects the results of your workout. I was not dieting throughout this entire workout. I was eating the way I usually eat. I was still having carbs. Pasta and pizza is my life. I was still eating carbs, and I was not just having salad and chicken breast. Like, that was not my diet whatsoever. So I think part of the reason why, you know, maybe I didn't see shocking results is because I wasn't limiting my food. and I was still eating the same as I would. So even though I was doing my workout every day, maybe what I was eating was hindering some of those results. However, I don't regret it because I think it's more realistic to really showcase what this workout can actually do for a regular person. So that being said, again, I do recommend this workout. I did see some amazing results that I've never seen my abs as strong and my waist so tiny. It's ridiculous. So if you do this workout, let me know. If you have any questions that I have not answered, let me know in the comments down below. I know this video is ridiculously long and I'm really sorry, but again, I did do this workout for 5 weeks, so there was definitely a lot of results that had to be shared and a lot of thoughts that I wanted to make sure you guys knew before you started doing this workout regime yourself. But if you don't have any questions, definitely stay tuned to my YouTube channel because my next ab workout is actually going to be her 11, I don't remember what it's called, I'll leave it on the screen. It's going to be her second most popular ab workout, and I'm really excited to try that. It looks kind of hard, but it also looks kind of easy because most of it is on the mat with your back, so hopefully that will go well. But otherwise, I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye!